Good afternoon. All righty. Gonna get some singing in before my Rotary meeting because I might not get a chance later. So don't want to miss it. How about a little story about Big Bad John? Big John, Big Bad John, Big John, Big Bad John. Every morning at the mountain, you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245. Kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy, and if he spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans when he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land. Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought they'd breathe their last except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well. Grabbed a sagging grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone. Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. And with all the strength, he gave a mighty shove. Then a miner yelled out, "There's a light up above." And 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave. Now there's only one left down there to save Big John. With Jackson Timbers, they started back down. Then came that rumble from way down in the ground. And smoke and gas belched out of that mine. And everybody knew it was the end of the line for Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble stand in front of it. And these few words are written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lays a big, big man. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Oh, that's fun to sing. All right, how about, let's do a little Blue Collar. A John Ward Haddam song. I wasn't born blue blood, I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow, ain't no money here, you gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood, I was born blue collar. My daddy was a fireman on a locomotive train, shoveled coal to the furnace to generate the steam. Out to Pictou Harbor from the collar is mine, along that tramway line. I wasn't born blue blood, I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow, there's no money here, you gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood, I was born blue collar. My daddy was a farmer with acres of land, and he cleared all the fields with a horse in his hands. That pile of stones at the section's edge stands as his monument. I wasn't born blue blood, I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow, there's no money here, you gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood, I was born blue collar. My daddy was a lumberman in a shanty town, put his axe to the pines, and then it chopped him down. He floated him down the Miramichi till, He wrote him to that Chatham sawmill. I wasn't born blue blood, I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. There's no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. John Ward Hannum. How about let's do a little Big Iron even. It was Big Bad John, Blue Collar, and Big Iron. I'm not even gonna get out of the bees today, maybe. To the town of Wagwa rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip, for the stranger there among him had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and those many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more. 1 and 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men had tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was the morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath, for they knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was fought a fray between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. Now before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big Iron, Marty Robbins. Oh, well. Oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do this. Let's try a Etta James song. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to. A thrill. Oh, you smiled. On mine at last. All right. At this moment, why not? What did you think I would do at this moment when you're standing before me with tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you have found you another and you just don't love me no more? What did you think I would say at this moment when I'm faced with the knowledge that you just don't love me? Did you think I could curse you or say things to hurt you? 'Cause you just don't love me no more. Did you think I could hate you or raise my hands to you? Now come on, you know me too well. How could I hurt you when, darling, I love you? Oh no, I would never hurt you. Oh no. What do you think I would give at this moment if you'd stay? I'd subtract 20 years from my life. I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on, baby, if I could just hold you again. I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on, baby, if I could just hold you. If I could just hold you. If I could just hold you again. Oh, Billy Vera. My goodness. Oh. Bebop-a-lula. Yes, please. A little bebopping. I think so. Well, bebop balloon, she's my baby. Bebop balloon, I don't mean maybe. Bebop balloon, she's my baby. Bebop balloon, I don't mean maybe. Bebop balloon, he's my baby, love my baby, love my baby, love. Well, she's the girl in the red blue jeans. She's the queen of all the teens. She's the one that I know. She's the one that loves me so. Bebop balloon, she's my baby. Bebop balloon, I don't mean maybe. Bebop balloon, she is my baby, love my baby, love my baby, love. Well, she's the one that's got that beat. She's the one that the flying feet. She's the one that walks round the store. She's the one that give me more, more, more. Bebop balloon, she's my baby. Bebop balloon, I don't mean maybe. Bebop balloon, she is my baby, love my baby, love my baby, love. Well, she's the gal that's got that beat. She's the woman that's so complete. She's the one that walks round the store. She's the one that give me more, more, more. Bebop balloon, she's my baby. Bebop balloon, I don't mean maybe. Bebop balloon, she is my baby, love my baby, love my baby, love. Oh, that's fun. I think maybe that means I think it's time for Elvira. I can feel it. Little Elvira action. How's that look like heaven? Lips like sherry wine. That girl can sure enough make my little light shine. I get a funny feeling up and down my spine, 'cause I know that my Elvira's mine. So I'm singing, Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up on papa, my wow. Giddy up on papa, my wow. High on silver, away. Tonight I'm gonna meet her at the Hungry House Cafe, and I'm gonna give her all the love I can. She's gonna jump and holler, 'cause I saved up my last $2. We're gonna search and find that preacher man. Now I'm singing, Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up on pop, on my high on silver, away. Giddy and papa, my wow. Fun. All right, how's about, oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do Fever and then Fire Down Below. Yeah, that sounds like a good combo right there. Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. A fever in the morning, fever all through the night. A sunlight's up the daytime, a moonlight's up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. I give you fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. A fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you all know. A fever isn't such a new thing. Fever started a long time ago. Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. Thou giveth fever when we kiss it. Fever with thy flame in youth. A fever, I'm a fire. Fever, yeah, I burn forsooth. When Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, Daddy, oh, don't you dare. He gives me fever with his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever, I'm his missus, so Daddy, won't you treat him right? Now you listen to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Chicks were born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. They give you fever when you kiss them. A fever if you live and learn. A fever till you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Fever. And how about a little Bob Seger action? Fire Down Below. Maybe fire it up after that. Maybe I'll just stay in the fire part. Here comes old Rosie, she's looking mighty fine. Here comes hot Nancy, she's stepping right on time. Here go the streetlights, bringing on the night. Here come the man, fix his head in front of the light. All through the shadows, oh, they come and they go, oh, they go. With only one thing in common, they got the fire down below. Here comes the rich man in his big long limousine. Here comes the poor man, oh, you got to have his green. Here comes the banker, the lawyer, and the cop. One thing for certain, it ain't never gonna stop. When it all gets too heavy, that's when they come and they go. Oh, they go. With only one thing in common, they got the fire down below. It happens out in Vegas. It happens in Moline, on the blue blood streets of Boston, up in Berkeley, out in Queens. And it went on yesterday, and it's going on tonight. Somewhere there's somebody ain't treating somebody right. And he's looking out for Rosie, and she's looking mighty fine. And he's walking the streets for Nancy, and he find her every time. And when the street lights are flicker, I'm bringing on the night, they'll be slipping into darkness or slipping out of sight. All through the midnight, or watch them come and watch them go. Oh, they go. With only one thing in common, they got the fire down below. It happens out in Vegas. It happens in Moline, on the blue blood streets of Boston, up in Berkeley, out in Queens. And it went on yesterday, and it's going on tonight. Somewhere there's somebody ain't treating somebody right. And is looking out for Rosie, and I find her every time, and is walking the streets for Nancy, and she's looking mighty fine. When the street lights are flicker, bringing on the night, that be slipping into darkness, or slipping out of sight, all through the shadows. Oh, watch them come and watch them go. Oh, they go. With only one thing in common, they got the fire down below. With only one thing in common, they got the fire down below. Fire down below. How about Fire It Up by Joe Cocker? She's sitting staring out the window trying to figure out just what to do. The last time she gave her heart away, it came back broken in two. Like an old abandoned car, she parked it up on Lonely Avenue. And she forgot all about it till the day she laid her eyes on you. And then her heart said, fire it up. And her soul said, fire it up. And her mind said, fire it up. Let love live again. Let love live again. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 let love live again. She's sitting in a subway station, watching as the trains go flying by. He used to hate the black man, till the black man reached out and saved his life. He was pulled out of the darkness, rescued and blinded by the light. Ain't it crazy how one simple act of kindness can open up our eyes? And his heart said, fire it up. And his soul said, fire it up. And his mind said, fire it up. Let love live again. Let love live again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, let love live again. Let love live again. Here we are together, you and me, still trying to figure out the world, searching for a reason to believe in what makes this big ball turn. But as we hold on to each other, give love, show love for all love's worth. Yeah, they might call us crazy, but tell me, who's it gonna hurt? Who's it gonna hurt? And let her heart say, fire it up. And let her soul say, fire it up. And let her mind say, fire it up. Let love live again. Let love live again. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Let love live again. Oh, excuse me. How about, let's do it for what it's worth. Let's try that. No, before that, Lou Rawls. For you, my love, I'd do most anything. For you, my love, I'd do most anything. Oh, I love you, pretty baby, and I hope you feel the same. For you, my love, I'd swim the ocean blue. For you, my love, I'd swim the ocean blue. Oh, there's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for you. Let's go out tonight and celebrate. I got a party plan for you that just won't wait. For you, my love, I'd do most anything. Oh, I love you, pretty baby, and I hope you feel the same. Oh, I love you, pretty baby, and I hope you feel the same. You made me drink, you made me dream. You changed my drink from milk to cream. I said goodbye to all the mob. I even went out and I got me a job. For you, my love, I'd do most anything. Oh, I love you, pretty baby, and I hope you feel the same. Oh, I love you, pretty baby, and I hope you feel the same. Oh, I love you, pretty baby, and I hope you feel. I hope you feel. I hope you feel the same. I would walk 10 miles on my hands and knees. Ain't no doubt about it, baby, it's you I aim to please. I'd wrestle with a lion and a grizzly bear. It's my life, baby, but I don't care. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? For you, baby, I would swim the sea. Nothing I'd do for you is too tough for me. I'd put out a burning building with a shovel and some dirt and not even worry about getting hurt. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? For you, baby, I would swim the sea. Nothing I do for you is too tough for me. Put out a burning building with a shovel and some